Let me talk to you about how to drop ship on Etsy without being banned this year. I mean, drop shipping on Etsy is pretty sensitive. So you gotta pay attention to a few rules before actually engaging in that practice. Okay. So what are the Etsy rules here? First of all, the rules of drop shipping on Etsy are changing all the time. But as of the date of this show, here is what we know. Okay. First of all, you are only allowed to sell vintage, handmade, or craft supply items. Let me repeat that. You are only allowed to sell vintage, handmade, or craft supply items. By the way, the rules I'm giving you were valid as of the date of this show. So always double check with Etsy, or you can just let me know in the comment section if you want to know more. Okay. So all items in your store must belong to one of three specific categories. Again, craft supplies, vintage, or handmade items. Okay, this rule is really at the heart of of Etsy. I mean, of Etsy's business model, or even Etsy identity, because they see themselves as a marketplace that champions unique artsy creations. That's number one. So if you want to drop ship on Etsy, make sure that you are drop shipping vintage, handmade, or craft supply items. The second thing is that all items should be made and or designed by the seller. So that's important. In other words, every item that you list must be made or designed by you as the seller. This rule underscores Etsy's commitment to fostering a marketplace where creators can showcase their personal talent. Okay, that's important. So if you have some kind of industrial production, it's not going to work. So drop shipping on Etsy is not about reselling mass-produced items from other suppliers. It's about offering unique products that buyers cannot find elsewhere, anywhere else. People who shop on Etsy value the individuality of custom designs and look for a personal connection with Etsy sellers. Next, you want to disclose your relationship with production partners. So, if you have to disclose information about any production partner in product listing, this Etsy dropshipping rule is rooted in transparency and honesty so that buyers have a clear understanding of how the items are created and fulfilled. So if you dropship products with third-party manufacturers or print-on-demand services like Printful, you want to provide this information to your Etsy customers. Finally, just remember that some reselling is strictly forbidden. Okay, basically, repackaging and rebranding commercial items, for example, a gift basket consisting of non-handmade items, offering a collection of others' handmade products you didn't design or make, selling items made or designed by another seller who is not part of your shop, selling traditional handicrafts you didn't design or make, and offering personalization as optional or featured as a separate item without altering the commercial item. Let me talk to you about regulation here. If you want to drop ship on Etsy without getting banned, it's important to understand the regulation. So, what are the types of drop shipping that you can have on Etsy? First of all, let's talk about drop shipping from AliExpress to Etsy. This is totally forbidden. I want to insist on that. Do not actually engage in that. If they find out, if Etsy finds out, they will ban your account forever. Okay, so Etsy has a strict policy that all items must be either handmade, individually designed, or vintage. Like I said, okay. So the items on AliExpress are primarily mass-produced, often coming from factory or manufacturing settings. Okay, so this doesn't get a that it doesn't align with Etsy's emphasis on unique handcrafted items. So don't really do it. Okay, don't really do the AliExpress thing. You will get banned. So as a result, if you are an Etsy seller, you cannot use, I repeat, you cannot use AliExpress as a drop shipping source to sell products on your Etsy storefront. So forget about it. I want you to forget about AliExpress if you are serious about building a relationship with Etsy. That's number one. Number two, drop shipping from Amazon to Etsy. It's also totally forbidden. So similar to AliExpress, you're not permitted as a seller to dropship from Amazon to Etsy because Amazon products are predominantly falling into the mass produced category, which goes against Etsy's commitment to offering vintage or handmade items. Next, I want you to think about dropshipping print on demand products. This is allowed. This is totally allowed, not a problem. So, in contrast to Amazon or AliExpress, you are allowed to dropship print on demand products on Etsy. So, unlike the mass produced goods typically found on other platforms, print on demand products can be tailored to each customer's preferences. So, this opens up exciting avenues for individuals looking to start dropshipping on Etsy, all while adhering to the platform's core principles. So, when using a print on demand provider like a Printful or others, you can actually sell products like apparel, home decor, and accessories featuring your special designs or custom artwork. So this is something to really think about, especially in the long run. And keep in mind that your Etsy listing should clearly state that your items are fulfilled with a print-on-demand provider. Also, make sure that your designs are unique. Don't break any copyright laws and adhere to Etsy's policies. So let me give you the step by steps here. So if you're thinking about drop shipping on Etsy without getting banned, it's important to always sign to your preferred program, your preferred your preferred print on demand program. In this case, we're taking Printful, but it can be anywhere else. It can be another POD, another print on demand provider. Okay, if you think Etsy drop shipping is for you, you are able to get things done. But don't remember. I mean, don't remember. Don't forget that you can't use AliExpress, Alibaba, or Amazon or eBay. No, it's just better to go the print on demand route. Okay, so if we take the Printful example, you want to go to the Printful homepage, click sign up, and fill in your info. Again, this process is kind of similar across the board. It's similar to other. But if you were to go to Printify, for instance, Printify, same process. You want to sign up for the service that you choose. Okay, and once you have signed up, you will be able to see the dashboard, and there you can follow all the onboarding steps and start selling with the platform. You can sell with Printify, you can sell with Printful, you can sell with others. Okay. One thing I want to say is that you have to really understand that you don't choose a print-on-demand provider simply because of the price. I mean, because they have a low price. The pricing is only one issue. I mean, one factor. The most important thing is you want to think about customer service, because the last thing you want is to have a print-on-demand provider that's cheap but not very reliable. You want reliability. You want to be able to have a print-on-demand provider that's going to help you increase your drop shipping business through Etsy. So the next thing you want to do is that to connect your Etsy account to Printful or Printify or whatever print on demand provider that you have. Okay, because this is how the integration is going to happen. Because otherwise, you can't. You will have to do things manually, which is not really the most streamlined way to do things. You want to do things automatically, and nowadays with artificial intelligence, if you are able to integrate your POD platform to Etsy, this you can even get things done faster. So to connect Etsy to Printful, since we're taking Printful in this example, make sure you have your Etsy seller's account all set up. This includes adding your Etsy store preferences, billing information, and at least one listing. You got to have at least one listing. Then you want to add Printful as your production partner. If you choose Printify, you can add Printify as a production partner. You got to have the production partner. Don't forget that you have to disclose the production partnership to your potential customers. Okay, be transparent. That's the goal. If you want to drop ship on Etsy without getting banned, transparency is going to help you big time. Transparency is your key to success. Okay, so in your Etsy dashboard, you want to click on the settings tab, production partners, and hit add new production partner. Fill in all the you want to fill in. You want to fill in all the information and click save. Alternatively, you can add Printful as a production partner when adding a new listing. So you can do things in the settings, or you can do this like one by one. Next, you need to authorize the Printful Etsy application. So log into your Printful dashboard. Again, I'm just showing here an example. This is for illustrative purposes. This process can apply to all the other print-on-demand providers out there. So you want to, if you go to a Printful, you want to go to Stores, click on Choose Platform, and select Etsy. You'll be redirected to a page where you have to click the Connect to Etsy button, log in with your Etsy account, and grant permission to the Printful app. So that's really a pretty. You can see on the screen how things get done, and in a pretty streamlined manner. Once you have allowed access, you'll be redirected back to your Printful dashboard. Click Connect Store to synchronize your Etsy shop with Printful, allowing you to add products and fulfill orders seamlessly. Finally, you want to configure shipping settings, pricing, and profit margins for your Etsy products within Printful. So that's kind of cool. And the cool thing is that your Etsy store is now linked to your Printful account and you are ready to start selling products right away. So that's really fantastic. Next, you want to select products. So if you want to drop ship on Etsy without getting banned, think about signing up to your preferred print-on-demand provider. Connect your Etsy account to that print-on-demand provider and select products. When it comes to products, you do have all kinds of products. You have custom T-shirts, you can have custom hoodies, you can have posters, you can have tote bags, what have you. It really depends on you. So basically, selling custom T-shirts, for instance, on Etsy, gives you the freedom, the creative freedom to design and showcase your artwork, your illustrations, or even messages. So from fandom related designs to text slogans, custom t-shirts can be tailored to suit niche audiences, making them highly appealing as dropshipping products, okay? And Etsy provides a platform for niche markets, so it's always a good idea to cater to specific interests, hobbies, and communities. You can also update your designs to align with seasons, holidays, and emerging trends to keep your Etsy shop fresh and appealing to customers year round. Now, if you are looking to sell premium items, custom t shirts with embroidered designs often command higher prices than other garments. Plus, Etsy buyers are often willing to invest in unique, personalized items, which can result in healthy profit margins for Etsy merchants like yourself. Okay. You also have custom hoodies. So, custom hoodies are an excellent product to sell on your Etsy store. Why? Because those hoodies are known for their comfort and warmth, making them particularly appealing during colder seasons. As the demand for hoodies goes up in the fall and winter months, they make for a great addition to a seasonal product lineup. Okay. And sweatshirts and hoodies are also popular choices for active wear. So, if you are targeting fitness enthusiasts, athletes, or sports fans, think about designing hoodies for workouts or showcasing sports related designs. Finally, hoodies lend themselves well to embroidery, allowing you to offer intricate textured designs that may not be feasible on other garments. Plus, embroidered hoodies are often perceived as premiums and upscale apparel, which can lead to higher price points for you. So that's kind of cool. You also have posters. So if you are skilled at graphic design, selling posters on your Etsy store might be the perfect product fit for you. They can cater to a wide range of styles from retro to minimalist, okay? And posters are generally more budget friendly than many other art forms and home decor items. So this makes them an attractive choice for gifts, especially for occasions like birthdays, weddings, or housewarming events. So just like with apparel, you can customize posters to meet the personal preferences of individual buyers. For example, you could sell custom name prints, birth announcements, or maps of different cities, catering to Etsy's audience looking for unique items. If you want to really dropship on Etsy without getting banned, you have to really pay attention to the design, the creative part of the whole process. So you need to create your designs. You need to really spend some time making sure the designs are really appealing, okay? So your designs have the power to engage, inspire, and ultimately drive sales for your dropshipping business. So whether you are selling custom apparel, wall art items, or one of 300 other printful products or even printified products, coming up with unique designs is actually essential to your success, okay? So from audience research to print quality, here is what I want you to really pay attention to when it comes to crafting your designs. First of all, you have to know your audience. Know your audience big time. You have to really be clear as to what your audience wants. What are their pain points? What are the capabilities they are looking for? Okay, your designs have the power to engage, inspire, and ultimately drive sales for your dropshipping business. So whether you are selling custom apparel, wall art items, you are able to see whatever you need. Okay. Think also about the fact that you want to research current market trends to identify niches that are thriving on Etsy. You also want to brainstorm ideas. Brainstorming really helps you big time because you are able to generate a wide range of ideas and visual elements that can help you actually ship your custom product designs. So one way you can do this is by creating mood boards that visually represents the aesthetic and feel you want to convey with your designs. Collect images, color swatches, and typography samples that align with your chosen niche. Mood boards can be a great source of inspiration during the design process. Another thing you could try is refer back to your target audience. Think about their tastes, preferences, and lifestyle. What kind of design ideas would resonate with them? It's all about your audience, and you want to start designing. You can do it yourself, or you can go to a marketplace to really find the best of the best. And you also need to refine your designs. Once you have created your initial designs, take the time to test and refine them. Seek feedback from friends, family, or potential customers to gain valuable insights and make necessary adjustments. Finally, note the print quality requirements of your chosen print on demand partner, okay? Make sure that your designs are high resolution and optimized for printing on different products, maintaining clarity and color vibrancy. Finally, if you want to really drop ship on Etsy without getting banned this year, I want you to really publish listings. Now, the publication part is pretty straightforward, but you have to be a little strategic. The strategy that I'm speaking about here, the strategy comes from the timing. The timing. So there are some designs that you want to publish at certain times of the year, maybe during the holidays, or maybe at specific around specific dates or specific festivities. Okay, so publishing your listings on Etsy really is great because it allows you to really officialize your products vis-a-vis your audience. Okay, first you need to add product details to your Etsy listing. So what you want to do is you want to start by uploading high quality images of your products, right? So what happens here is that customers often rely on visuals when making purchasing decisions. So make sure your images are clear and engaging. Then you want to write a compelling product title and description that includes relevant keywords and product information. Okay, that way you are able to know exactly what works and what doesn't work. And so if you offer customization options for your items, for instance, let's say personalized text, color choices, you want to really be clear in terms of outlining this in your product description. So you want to specify, for instance, how customers can provide customization details during the ordering process. That way you are clear as to what you're offering and what you're not offering. So what you want to do here is you want to choose relevant tags, for instance. You want to choose relevant categories that best describe your product. Just make sure you're not really engaging in clickbait. It has to describe your product, okay? And this tags, this categories will help potential customers find your listings through Etsy's search algorithms. So once you have filled in all the necessary details, click the publish button to make your listing live on Etsy. And the cool thing is your product is now available for customers to view and purchase, right? It's always a good idea after you hit publish, to occasionally revisit your listings to optimize them for search engine optimization. You also want to update product titles, descriptions, and tags to align with trending keywords and customer search queries. So that's really going to help you big time, especially when it comes to scaling. Okay. So in closing to this conversation, I explained to you how to dropship on Etsy without getting banned. I spoke to you about the Etsy rules, the regulation, and the step by step. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.